It's an amazing film. I'm going to do a film review now. So if you've not seen this movie and you don't like spoilers, please do not watch this. Right. So this is Asif, and there's also Nishu, and they both come from different Indian backgrounds. So Asif is basically Indian Muslim, and Nishu is Indian Hindu. And so both of these boys end up in this guy Sol's ballet class. This guy, Asif, doesn't want to do ballet because he's used to beatboxing and stuff like that. So street dancing, and one of his friends gets killed. So then he starts to take the ballet seriously. His brothers palmed him off to ballet, but then he starts to take the ballet really seriously and wants to be leaving the country instead of being mixed up with crime and, go to dance overseas. And Nishu has dreams of becoming a ballet dancer and creating a better life for himself. And Sol is quite a cantankerous ex ballet superstar, and he basically can't get a teaching job, so he's sent to India, who does want a ballet teacher, a white ballet teacher, they mention as well. And so anyway, he goes, and then these two boys are part of his class, but they don't get on. So Asif and Nishu do not get on at all. Nishu has to leave home because his Indian family don't agree with him not making money and going to do ballet. So Nishu moves in with him, Sol, and becomes like a bit like a servant because he does all the washing up and cleaning and stuff in order to stay in his house. And Asif joins Sol's household. So Asif and Vishu end up living together, and they don't get on at first, probably because they're different religions, but you never really understand why Asif doesn't like Vishu. And I think it's because they're different religions. And anyway, to cut a long story short, the boys end up becoming friends, and Sol ends up treating them like sons, and they both end up living with him. But they come from different family backgrounds that are really, really harsh, and it's hard to get them visas to go across to America, basically, when they do actually win a scholarship in the end. So instead of fighting, they actually become best friends, and Vishu and Asif end up doing a really amazing dance sequence together, and someone from the dance council comes, sees both the boys, and then they end up finally getting through to America. But in the end, you find out it's inspired by a true story, and the two boys, they did in the end both go to like a professional dance school, but they separated. And so one of them went to like the dance school in Oregon, and the other one went to a dance school in London. And so yeah, that's very interesting. But it's a really, really beautiful film. It is very inspiring, heartfelt, and feel good. I really like this movie. It's a 2020 movie, so that's when it was actually filmed. So, but the it's based on a true story from years ago. It looks like 2017. So, but it wasn't released until 2020. But I thought it's amazing. It's no sex in there, no nudity. Really, really good, wholesome movie. I really would recommend it. If I play a clip from it now, you can see the movie. Well, actually, this is the beginning of the movie, so I'm not going to show you all, but this is how he starts off at the beginning before he becomes. This is Asif before he becomes like a really amazing ballet dancer. So, and then this is solely dance instructor, and his Asif's brother has sent him basically to this ballet school he doesn't want to go to because he's a street dance kid. And then what happens is Vishu ends up having a friend who helps him to do ballet, but her parents disapprove of him. So there's a lot of themes in this film about, poor people versus rich people, and, a lot of stigma surrounding like poor people and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, Vishu finds out that her family don't like him because they say that poor families spread basically disease, TB or something like that. So anyway, the boys end up being together in the end, even though they had hardships. So this is Asif. And then what happens is Vishu's sister ends up going to hospital. So he thinks he can't dance anymore because he should have been with his sister looking after her. But then he has to perform a ballet sequence actually to the people in the hospital because the dean says he's got to do it. And then his family see how really good he is, and then his dad allows him to go to ballet school. So they come back and they try to make it work between them, and they do these beautiful sequences, and you see their friendship really blossom. And I really love this about the movie. But Sol, this guy here, he turns out to be a nicer guy because of them. And he ends up putting money in a bank account to help them try and get visas, but it doesn't work. It's not until they do a famous dance. This guy, who's the father of one of the students at the ballet school, he actually is a lawyer, and he gets these, but he can't exactly help them get to America without them doing dancing in front of the council. And he helps to get the woman from the council to see their performance. So yeah. See? And then they have to go out on stage and perform together. And it is absolutely amazing. They are super incredible dancers, both of these guys. It looked like they were playing their real life parts. Like, it looked like they were acting their own parts from what I could see in the names of the actual actors. It looked like they were acting their own parts but changed their names and the storyline. But they are brilliant dancers, absolutely incredible. Good looking guys as well. And this is when they leave and they're finally on their way on a flight together. But you do see like what happened. Oh, battle. I've seen that movie as well. So yeah. So you see like basically they got the visa, see? And then he has to say goodbye to them. And this girl has been interested in Asif, and she's like a street dance girl. So she gives him her number in the end, her phone number, her email address, and her real name before he leaves. But I just thought it was an incredible movie. See, inspired by a true story. It says what happened, but it's got their real names on here. Is at the Royal Ballet School in London. He won the school's prestigious Nadia Narina Scholarship in 2017. And Manish completed his training at Oregon Ballet Theatre School. He plans to join an international dance company. So Asif and Nishu had their names changed in the actual movie. But yeah, so you can see what actually happened to them. They both actually went on to do proper theatre school. So yeah. So that's where it ends, basically. Oh, and the instructor continues to live and teach in Mumbai. His classes are overbooked by students hoping to be discovered by him. So yeah, you find out what happened to all their characters in real life. So yes, and then when you see the actual names come up, it looks like they play their own characters or something. It's really weird. Because, there you go. See, they are actually playing their own characters, introducing Manish. But look at they're really playing their own characters. Or they might have just got names similar to them because that Ashintia. So it looks like they've actually got names that are very similar. So maybe they're not playing their own characters, or one of them's playing their own characters. I think I read something about this, that one of them was playing their own character. But yeah, so very interesting. I should Google it, shouldn't I? Like, are the actors in Ballet, I don't know how you pronounce it, Ballet, the same in real life? I think one of them is. I don't know if that's a real proper question to ask. They weren't actors. The older ballet dancer Manish plays himself in this film, and he has been a ballet dancer for 6 years. So Manish does play himself. Inspiring story of the actual dance of your ballet, based on the lives of two ballet dancers, Manish, Sharan, and Amiruddin Shah. It is a fictional version of their struggle. So yeah, so one of them plays him at himself, but the other one is different by the look of it. So yes, are they real ballet dancers? So who are the dancers in Yeah Ballet? Many might know Asif and Nishu from the movie Yeah Ballet, streaming on Netflix, but not many know that the movie of two ballet dancers is based on a true story and were two underprivileged kids from Mumbai. So yes. Yeah Ballet, the film also stars Julia Sands. So there you go. It's got someone who's one of the people characters actually plays himself. So there we go. See? The older ballet dancer Manish plays himself in this film. He's been a ballet dancer for 6 years. There we go. They weren't actors. The older ballet dancer Manish plays himself in this film, and he has been a ballet dancer for 6 years. So this is the Manish. So he's a real ballet dancer and plays himself. So there you go. So there you go. What do you want this audience to take away from the movie? Dream big is what he wants, but work hard is my takeaway from this film. And that talent can be found in the most unusual places. Someone just needs to spot it and nurture it. In India, there are street performers who are so good at gymnastics. If somebody would put them in a gymnastics team and train them, they could be a class apart, but no one is doing it. It's all about opportunities. Don't miss it. It is an absolutely amazing movie, and I would highly, highly recommend it. Don't miss this movie. It's absolutely incredible. I loved it so much, and it's the second time I've watched it. And yeah, go and watch it now on Netflix and live the life of your dreams. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this movie review. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Let me know if you've seen this film. Comment below. Love to know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.